Yeah, I voted.
Hello and welcome, as always, I'm your friendly neighborhood, Dungeon Master Peter. Don't worry about the intro because we got you in the mind.
He doesn't want to say Rocky 27 times, but it was an ice cream intro.
It was an ice cream intro. If you ever want to see our intros, come over to Twitch. You'll be able to see the true intros instead of these backward water ones that we make up on the spot. Or when I'm taking a shit at work. Who knows what happens.
Spoiler alert, it's both. There are some times that I go into the bathroom and I just hear him going, "Hello and welcome."
Yeah, he's just in there practicing, going, "Hello and welcome. I'm your friendly neighborhood.
I'm your friendly neighbor."
Not gonna lie, I have a small fear of when it breaks down and we have to go, "Hello and welcome." I go, "I'm your friendly neighborhood."
Up in mission control.
and you find out how to get demonetized.
Yeah, because this would be so natural. I'll go, "Well, I'm already committed." Okay, everyone. Because only two of you would just either A plus a laugh and you go, "I can't believe you just did that."
I would cry. I would actually cry. If I was on the other side, I would have hit the E-stop laughing so hard, I would not even care.
Next time I open up Tower, that's what I'll do.
Hello and welcome.
Alright, for some of you guys who haven't been with us for a little bit, just want to catch you guys up. The group fought the Blue Eyes and Red Eyes White Dragon, met a group of Leander's men.
I suplexed the dragon.
Suplex the dragon. Then last session was actually very intense. A lot of role playing. Some people cried. Some people were like, "What the fuck?"
I cried.
And as in true D&D fashion, it came down to the last wire, with two of our players saving Thereus as they extracted the sin of gluttony from Thereus. And thanks to Yesley and Sanguine, Core and Sanguine, they were able to successfully do that. But only because they rolled so close to each other. Whew. And now we're kind of just, they're resting, they're traveling, they're about a day and a half away from meeting Leander and finding out what they can do to help. Or just kind of seeing Leander and seeing what's going on. Why have they requested? Thank you. Requested him. So since most of our players are not here, they will be either just guarding stuff in the background. So right now, this is going to be background people. They're not going to be in any meetings or any role playing right now. So keep that in mind. So you three will be making the decisions from Talbot, Beryl, and Bousta.
That's a problem.
Role play wise, obviously I'll play. If I need to bring in a DMPC, I will, as in Donta or any of the ones deemed following. Or if Rachel requests, Eugene.
This is fucking awkward when both of our fucking charisma people are out.
Yeah.
So this is going to be very hard to persuade, but hopefully with
what are you talking about? I am very persuasive.
Oh, are you?
But don't
yeah, what's your charisma?
If you are in this chat, please go ahead and vote on a poll before it runs out. Who is Bousta's wife?
No, that is not the answer.
Being a wife.
There is a difference between baby mama and wife, and I would prefer for her to be neither.
Well,
respectfully.
Whatever sells this channel and gives us views, that's what we're going to go off.
Whatever sells this channel is not me going out to Thereus. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, if it brings us subscribers and other things, yes.
Hell no! There we go. 75% of you said fuck.
Ah, damn it.
And guess who the only 25% was? It's this
I guess Theus will not be the mother of Bousta's first favorite child.
I swear to God, don't you pull some loophole bullshit.
Don't
you pull loophole bullshit. I'm not about it. I don't want to.
So as you guys are marching a little bit, KT and the rest is kind of hanging back and letting you three kind of just lead. All the other Leonins plus Tabaxis, are riding. So at this point, you guys have noticed that they're very fast when it comes to taking down their equipment, putting it back up, and so on and so on. The commander's wife is still resting. She's still out of it because she kind of went back to back with both you and Theus, even though it's been a day or so.
Yeah, she spent about like a whole day straight between
too.
Talbot and I, because she spent like 18 hours on me, 4 hours on Talbot. Like,
Yeah.
it took a while.
Okay. So she's a little bit exhausted. There's probably about 25 guards around her, just on like a side pocket, traveling with you guys. And we'll say that KT and Thereus are also over there, kind of just guarding as well, to give you guys room to spread.
Just as a reminder, what was she doing with you guys with the rings?
She was cleansing the rings of the
curse and transferring the soul into an object of our choosing that had to have had sentimental value.
Not the soul, the essence.
The essence.
Schematics.
The essence.
There's a difference between the two.
Yeah, because
The essence. The essence.
Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna have to fuck my hammer.
Put it in there with
I'll
Hickory
share
Dickory.
this, share two.
Well, Hickory Dickory Dock
On
left.
Facebook.
But at least now she's not left. If they do come back. Because Hickory Dickory Dock went to go save Thereus, and then
Hi and
lo and behold,
watch.
Sanguine Core saved Theus. So Hickory Dickory Dock haven't come back yet. But when
okay.
they do, it's gonna be a whole fucking party up in the hammer.
Right. So as
My
you
hammer is
guys-
just gonna be the fucking sentient weapon. It's gonna be a fucking 24-hour party in there as I just keep putting entities and souls in my hammer.
You better be careful, you might end up with grandkids.
Yeah. So you guys will get. It'll take you about until like 1:30 in the afternoon, arriving at the camp. There is a small little river that separates from your side over to the camp of just tents beyond tents beyond tents. The little river is not that big, so it's easily crossable by an army or just by troops. But you guys are walking across these planks that have been set. You see a bunch of, as you guys enter, you see a bunch of Tabaxi, Leonin. Strangely enough, you see a couple of owl races.
Oh, folk.
Owl folks. Some rabbits as well. And maybe a frog or two, which is very odd, but
The grungs, yeah.
they're not very large, they're very small. They kind of just take on that river front.
Do I happen to recognize these races? I do carry proficiency in nature.
Roll for it.
Total of 10.
No, not really.
I rolled a natural 2, so
You bastard.
I tried.
You did.
Okay. We're just walking through, and we're coming across.
That's what these races, and they're bringing you to like this open patch on the far east side, kind of where you guys can set up and everything. You guys do hear some fighting in the middle, but it doesn't seem like it's someone being attacked or anything. It's probably for entertainment use only. The commander, once he kind of guides you to the spot and set up your tents, he'll be like, you're more than welcome to explore around. Please do not go far. We will come and find you, gather you when Leander is ready to see you. We'll notify him of our arrival.
Define
So-
far.
Don't go far to where it kills you.
Maybe don't leave the encampment far enough so someone couldn't hear you if you yelled.
I don't know, I can yell pretty loud, but yeah.
You got a pretty bigger distance than I do then.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's fair. Alright.
Alright. He starts laughing, Beryl just turns red.
I,
Not what I meant.
I put my hands in front of my trunk so I'm not laughing. I love.
It's not what I meant, and you know it.
Yeah.
She's married too. Adios, meals.
She's engaged. I wasn't invited to the wedding.
Sorry, engaged. Correct. We're engaged.
God damn it.
Nice. so Talbot,
Bousta
Beryl,
shuts up and
Bousta
starts setting up camp.
all there.
Talbot, do you have anything you really want to do while we're got some free time?
Let me check. I've always got to check things very quickly because Talbot's a busy girl. Inventory.
We stand Talbot.
Did I get it all? I did get it.
I'm so proud of you, Talbot.
So,
Wait, does this mean she finally has free time? Can she finally hang out?
you would think.
No, because you've
God
always got
damn.
spells.
I was gonna say, I'm like, girls' night out? Except Boosta's there? Girls' night and Bousta?
So Talbot looks at Beryl and goes, well, currently, all of these scrolls that I had purchased a while ago, I was finally able to transcribe in my books. So I no longer need to do that, as they're all there. I would like to get an understanding of the tribe and how things work around here, as this is a different environment for me.
Well, I have to work on making a setting for this stone that houses our friend. I would love to have some magical help with that once I get the basic smithing done. But if you want to explore and find out where we could party tonight, that would be great. I'm looking
Sure.
for a chill night.
Do you want me to come back at a certain time, or can you message me through the iRing just to let me know?
Oh yeah, I could totally tell you when I'm finished making the setting for the rings, and then we can work on magically enforcing it, hopefully. Bousta, are you going to stay within range of the eye ring so we can have a good time tonight?
I will attempt to. I will not make any promises, because if I promise it and I don't, you will all be mad at me. But I will do my best to not wander too far.
Remind me, Peter, what's the range on the eye rings?
Oh, you guys are good for this.
It
No,
was
I'm just-
it was 120 feet,
Yeah.
Alright,
if I recall.
Round there.
I'm just saying, we know how
Yeah.
far we can go. So Bousta,
It
120
it's the
feet.
same range as if a wizard had cast the cantrip message.
I stick out my trunk and like take it back step. 1, 2, 3,
Smaller steps, dwarf-sized steps.
4.5, 6, 7.5.
Is there anything I need to identify as far as magical items or anything is concerned?
That is a fantastic question.
I haven't
You are-
acquired anything new, so that I don't already know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking on that front, is there a merchant or anything within the camp?
You can go looking for it.
I would like to. I'll keep you informed if I find anything I might need. What's the word?
Identifying?
Thank you. I will keep you informed. We've got the eye ring, so I'll let you know.
Okay.
I know that your whole thing is trying to figure out everything about what's going on. I'm going to probably do a little bit more of a hands-on approach, so if you guys see me in the fight pit earlier or later, don't be surprised.
Okay.
I don't know. Seems fun. I'm bored, so
Alright, so you're gonna go
Don't
looking
hurt
for some
nobody.
items?
no promises. Yeah, I want to see if there's like a merchant or
Don't
anything.
kill nobody.
That one I promise you.
Go ahead and roll me a percentile. Well, let's just see if you run into one, see if you can find one.
Where the fuck was this last week? 99.
Wow!
What the fuck? Where was this last week when I was rolling fucking 20s?
Yeah, no, you go wander for like just a few minutes and you instantly find a marketplace.
I just get a big old smile on my face. Wow, that was easy. I needed that.
You see a lot of just what you would expect from like a safari marketplace. Skins, rugs, furs, that stuff of that nature. Some hunting weapons and accessories. And then you get to what seems to be like a well-built shack. It's very loud. A lot of people are crowding around it.
I look over the top of everybody and see what's going on.
As you look over everyone, you see the sign that says rattle, daddle, daddle. And underneath the sign that says rattle, daddle, daddle, you see...
Oh, okay. Underneath the sign.
Yeah,
okay.
underneath the sign. So the sign is rattle, daddle, daddle.
I was thinking there was a sign that said rattle, daddle, daddle, and underneath there was another sign that said rattle, daddle, daddle.
Now there is. That's exactly how it is now.
Rattle, daddle, daddle, parentheses, rattle, daddle, daddle.
You see Hickory Dickory Dock.
God damn it.
And it's just like, come on, try this item, this will make your fur go bright, this will make your fur go gray. This fur right here is as ugly as her. Oh, hey, Bousta.
What the fuck is happening?
We're trying to make money.
That's fair.
What's happening with you?
Where did you get all this shit?
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
That doesn't explain a whole lot.
But it explains a lot.
Does it?
It does.
Does it really?
Do you not know what rattle, rattle means?
I really don't.
It's kind of like a Hakuna Matata.
A what?
Hakuna Matata.
Are you speaking English?
I hope so.
Sorry, are you speaking common?
I don't know. Is my goblin on?
I don't know. I don't speak common.
Oh, then I guess I am.
Oh, fuck.
So, people, you could clearly see from this fine specimen here, it works. He was once furful, and now he's chunky.
Oh,
I wave my trunk in the air and whirlwind. Just helicopter.
Look, so with this great potion with low price of $5.99, it could be yours.
Is that 5 gold 99 copper? Is that
No,
what that
she
is?
just said $5.99.
Well, you kids get back to it. If you need anything, I'll be in the area. I'll hopefully see you around. If you guys do ever come on back, I think you might have some company.
How so?
Remember, I don't know. My memory's kind of a little off from when everything happened. Were you there before or after I killed my daughter?
After.
Okay. Remember how her whole shtick was in the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in the hammer now.
Dickory goes, is she single?
If you do anything to my daughter while you're in that fucking hammer,
Yeah.
you're never allowed back in the hammer.
So I can't do anything to her, but
None-
she can do something to me. Where's your hammer? Dickory got some dicking to do.
You could have just left.
I will punch you. And it will hurt.
So she has spoken of me.
She doesn't know you.
Not yet. Once you go Dickory, you never go Tinkery.
You want
I'm
to try
still
that?
working on it.
You want to try that one again?
Yeah. Once you go Dickory, you never go Dickless.
You want to try that one again?
Once you go Dickory, you never go Travis.
You want to try that one again?
Yes. Once you go Dickory, the barrel keeps coming. Barreling these balls. Ah!
Oh, okay.
Try that again, except for barreling these nuts, Yanni.
Oh, thank you, Pigeon. What the Pigeon said.
I'm gonna roll for psychic damage.
I think what you're looking for is once you go mind goblin, you never mind goblin these nuts.
Oh, thank you. In that case, he
You're
goes
welcome.
into your hammer.
Astral grandbabies.
I swear to God, if I have a half elephant, half goblin grandchild,
Hickory Dock
I'm
goes.
going to snap someone's neck.
And all the crowd is looking at you very weirdly.
There's a lot of things happening with me, and I'm not okay. I'm just going to forewarn that right now. So if you want to look at me like I'm a crazy person, feel free. Yeah, there's a lot happening. There you go. Perfect. You know I can hear you. Just because you're whispering doesn't mean I can't hear what you're saying.
The crowd kind of leaves.
Okay, bye.
Doc goes, ah, my people. Why?
Blame Dickory. He's the one that went inside the hammer to try and dick down my
Why
daughter.
didn't you tell him?
Tell him because I wanted to warn you guys in case you guys went, home sweet home. Who the fuck is this person in our house?
Then we would have had that conversation when it happened. But
But
Dickory's a horn dog. Why did you let him in?
I didn't know Dickory was a horn dog. No
Why
one
did
warned
you
me.
ask? We've been traveling for a couple of days.
No, Dickory. No one warned me Dickory was a horn dog.
His name is Dickory!
Okay, maybe he was just an asshole. Maybe he's just a dick.
He is!
Okay, then, like, I didn't know he would think with his dick.
Dickory, Dick, Asshole, that's his name.
I'm sorry, you guys have never told me your governments.
You never asked.
What are your governments? So we have, what,
Doc the Walk Doc.
Ooh, he's the chef.
Ooh. Good to know. Hickory the Dick Dickory, or what? Dickory, Dick, what?
No, it's just Hickory.
What?
Dickory is Dick.
Dickory Dick Dickory, what the fuck?
No. Dickory is Dickory, Dick, Asshole.
Dickory Dick Asshole.
I'm
Okay.
just Hickory.
Why are you just Hickory?
Okay, that's just like a single name.
Wait, I'm sorry, you get to choose? Y'all choose your names?
Don't you?
No.
You people are weird.
I have a lot.
Is that just like a tall person thing, or is it just like an elephant thing?
I don't know how to answer this question. So I'm going to walk away. And I'm going to go to one of the other shops and buy a loincloth that makes me feel happy.
Good luck. If you need us, we'll make you money.
And I want to go into the and back to like the regular merchants area, and I want to
Retail
find
therapy.
exactly. I want to do some retail therapy. I want to find an authentic like Leonin like loincloth, very barbarian-esque, like Dave the Barbarian style, like Leonin loincloth.
You find a very muscular, very jacked, like steroid Leonin. Hi, I'm Dave.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Bousta.
Oh,
I'm looking for clothes.
he takes his clothes off
No,
and he's.
It's exactly what I'm looking for. Do you have any like extras? Like, do you want me to buy something from you so that you're not taking yours off?
Well, everything's on sale.
Do you have any extras? Not the ones I'm taking off your back, but like other ones that you have for sale that would fit me.
Well, let me get you measurements. He pulls out a little.
I T-pose.
Alright, come back in an hour. I can get you something.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Dave.
So,
I like him. But I'm gonna go wander off and just kind of just look around for an hour. Pan to somebody else as I've taken enough time to take a read
Meryl.
on Doc.
I have my jewelry kit with me, but it's not really enough to do like settings. It's wire pieces for making the necklaces and stuff like I did for Iris. So I need to find what I assumed, but the closest thing I'm going to find to a jewel smith is probably the blacksmith because it's a pick up and go camp. So I want to see if I can't find the blacksmith.
okay. We'll say a little bit. You end up finding the blacksmith area to where it's really just one forge-ish.
And on the way, I'll need to pick up whatever supplies I'd need for making the ring, bits of metal.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's here and there. Nothing. If you're looking to anything extravagant, I would suggest looking in D&D.
Well,
full metals wise.
me and Smiley did talk about the design on the ring, and it's like some stone stuff, but like I just wanted to know how much of my currency am I going to have to get rid of to buy the...
It depends. Like, you're just looking for generic metal, bronze, copper.
Right, we're going to go with a bronze. Or something of that sort. Something that's
Silver.
moldable.
If it's just generic bronze.
I mean, technically, I guess I could just melt down my coppers, but...
Yeah.
Honestly, you could. You could just melt down copper pieces.
Yeah, alright. Worry about it then. Melt down what I got. Alright.
Yeah, do a
So
little
yeah,
bit
so
of
just, yeah, go to the blacksmith and see if they'll let me use their equipment, since I don't carry that. I got
Well-
stonemason tools, and I got jewelry kit.
Well, unfortunately, we can't let you use the equipment because we're currently still using it and we don't have much. But if you need an area to do your thing, you can use this area here. It's just got to buy your own equipment.
Okay, well, I've got jewelry making equipment, but I don't have anything for heating up the metal.
Create a fire.
I feel like the blacksmith would understand why that ain't gonna work.
I know, but that's the answer he's giving you.
I mean, I'm not asking to use it for free. I mean, I know that, you're a blacksmith and you make things as a business and everything, and I'm just asking if there is a monetary value to your equipment for me to use it for a short period of time to melt down enough metal to make one piece of jewelry.
Well, these forges have been running for a week straight, and we still need to go. We don't have any slots for you to come in and do your thing. We're preparing for war and whatnot.
What if I volunteered my services helping you make weapons?
Do you know how to make weapons?
I am proficient in metalsmithing.
How good are you, though?
Would you like to give me a test? I mean, granted, I make jewelry more than I make weapons, but...
If you got the materials, can't really spare much unless you want to go out and...
I have materials for my project, but if we're making weapons, I'd be using your materials since y'all will be getting them afterwards. It's just free labor.
It is, but I don't know you, and I don't know your skills, and you don't really have anyone to back up your skills, so... Unless you want
Are
to
you
go
in
out
need
and
of people
get
making
them.
weapons or not?
Well, I have people making weapons. An extra hand would be nice, but I can vouch for everyone who's making weapons. I can't vouch for you. And every supply matters.
I know that quality matters. I'm sure I can make a weapon that can stab people just as well as anybody else can.
Well, if you can bring me something you have made as a weapon and let me inspect it, I'll be more than happy to.
I don't have the equipment to melt down the metal to make a weapon.
And unfortunately, I don't have the time to let you use my material slots unless you bring in your own materials. I can tell you exactly where to get them.
Materials to build my own kiln?
No, to build a weapon, so then you can show.
No, I
me
can do that.
craftsmanship.
That's fine. But you said you can't get me in to use the kiln.
Sorry, I meant if you're willing to make weapons here.
Oh, so you just want me to make my example weapon with my own materials?
Correct. I want you to prove your craft with your own materials.
Okay.
And if that works out,
Do I get to keep the weapon that I make for proof?
Well, no, it'll be demonstrated. It'll be put into a
Donate.
pile.
I don't understand. I have to provide materials and I have to donate it to you just to prove that I'm worthy to make weapons?
Yeah. I thought you're a dwarf, right? Isn't that standard for your custom?
That's racism.
But is it wrong?
No.
Okay, so
But also, yes.
I don't care
Not
if it's
everyone
racism
is
or not.
proficient.
It's not wrong.
There's so much happening.
Not all of us are proficient in metalworking, alright? Some of us are stonemasons.
Okay.
Alright, so that's racist. This particular instance, it's not wrong, but that's not necessarily. You can't just assume every dwarf knows how to make weapons. That's incorrect.
So should I not presume that every dwarf is short?
No, we're not all short. Some of us are tall for our race.
Can you get to 6 feet?
I've never seen one in my lifetime. Doesn't mean it can't happen. Crossbreeding exists.
I don't think that's how genetics work.
I think it is.
But
I've seen that little
anyways,
table
go
thing.
get your own materials, demonstrate it here, and if it's up to my liking, I'll let
Alright,
you
well,
use it.
assuming I make a weapon that is up to your standards, okay, how much free available labor time are you going to demand of me for me to then take my own chances at making my piece that I need?
A full day.
A full day.
Full day.
How long are you going to be here?
I don't even know who you are. You just showed up.
Alright. Tell me where to get the materials.
He'll draw you a map and everything, point you to a cave.
Alright, so I'll take that, and I'll fold it up, and I'll walk out of earshot of him, and I'll just, I ring, Talbot?
Yes, Beryl?
Do you happen to know how long we're going to be here? Like, are we going to be here for more than a day?
Peter, DM.
No, I am not answering this question.
I mean, I'm just,
DM,
No,
do you know
I'm-
how long we're gonna be here?
No, that's what I'm asking is as a reminder with the keen mind is the objectives of why we're here. We're here to talk to Leander,
Yep.
and was that essentially everything that was on our list?
Yep.
I'm sorry?
Yep.
And then after that, we're moving to go to Core's land to try and get a branch, or to get the thing from there, right?
That was the original plan, yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Talbot will respond. No.
No, we're not gonna be here for a full day. All right, thank you.
Yeah, because all we're doing here is talking to Leander, and after that we're going to Core's homeland.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back into the blacksmith area, and I'm gonna go. How many hours constitute a full work day for your workers?
12.
See, I feel like that's unethical. Should be like 8.5, right?
No.
How many
Well,
breaks do you offer your workers?
What's a break?
Oh, are you okay? I'm gonna talk to some of your workers. Are they unionized?
The fuck's a union?
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
You're not gonna work on anything at this rate.
Oh no, you're telling me that you work your laborers work for more than 8 hours a day and you don't know what a break is and they're not unionized? Are you giving them a fair wage?
Okay, I'm either A, gonna kick you out, or B, I'm gonna find someone to arrest you.
Arrest me for what?
Harassment.
Exposing your bad work skills?
What bad work skills?
I'm just saying you're not paying your workers enough.
Are you gonna constantly insult me, or do you want to use my forge?
No, I want to use your forge. I
I
just
didn't
want to
go
make
find
sure
the
that I'm
material.
working with a
Dwarf?
Leonin. Is that an insult?
I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot
Testing the waters there.
I feel like there's a lot of tension here, and I don't know what I'm walking into.
I feel like he just tried to insult me with my race, but it's not an insult. All right. Well, 12 hours. I just want to know what I'm getting myself into. No breaks. All right.
You can withstand 12 hours.
Oh, I'm sure I can take 12 hours better than you can. Anyways, so I'll turn around and I'll walk out. And as I leave, I'm just going to take one of my little onyx stones and I'm just going to like scratch a little bit and throw it in the corner. You know, this is an insult because onyx is a really bad stone. But anyways. What in the world? Don't know what that motion meant, Travis. But anyways, I'm gonna go get the stuff to make the weapon.
Talbot,
Yes.
what you doing?
I'm looking around, and I kind of want to see what the hierarchy is here. What is the structure, and getting an understanding of how everything is run here.
It's Leander and everyone else.
I want to see if they have people that do specific jobs.
They are.
Or if there are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do they appear to have some sort of bookstore or something of that accord?
No.
Okay. Good to know. That means most likely there are no arcanists here. And so I'm just kind of browsing around, and eventually I'm sure I will walk by Beryl as she's arguing with the Leonin about the quality of the craftsmanships and whatnot, and I'll briefly look at Beryl as she's arguing, and I'm just like, I don't want to be a part of this, and then just continue walking. And eventually I will stop by the pit where they're doing the fighting.
Alright.
Talbot, hey, I ordered a loincloth.
I'm sorry, Travis did not hear that. What did you say?
I said, Talbot, hey, fancy seeing you here. I ordered a loincloth.
You ordered a loincloth.
I wanted to feel festive. I don't know, it feels like we're at a festivity, and honestly, I could use some new apparel. As nice as these robes are, I feel I need something a little bit more free.
I want to look around for the nearest Leonin
Okay.
And I would like to ask them if there is some sort of occasion or celebration that is occurring.
Who wants to know?
Me.
Well, we are just out of town, and we noticed that there seems to be some sort of entertainment, and I didn't know if this was because of a particular celebration or not.
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, what is it that you're celebrating?
You really want to know?
It's just more out of curiosity than anything else. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. It's
Oh,
fine.
no.
I'm nosy. I want to know.
You want to know?
I do want to know.
Alright, but once you know, you can never unknow.
That's usually how knowledge works. So yeah.
Alright. Well, celebrating the successful murder of a human village.
Do I believe that?
Roll for insight.
The only person in the party that would have been upset by that is us morally upset about killing, and maybe you, Jake.
Did you murder hobos?
Bousta doesn't give a fuck. He was trained as a mercenary. He was shit.
We're looking
kids.
at a 15.
I mean, Beryl would have.
No, you don't believe him.
Fuck them kids. I'm telling you shit.
In the way he said humans is what gave it away.
We believe him because of the way he said human.
You don't believe him.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. And Talbot will just look at him and go, interesting. Good to know. Well, thank you for your time.
He almost got me.
Das Boot. The
You're
bubble.
welcome.
The bubble of Das Boot.
And
Whatever the
and
fuck you are.
Excuse you.
and telepathically in the eye ring, I tell Bousta, yeah, he's lying.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, they don't trust outsiders, so it looks like it'll just be us that we can sort of trust in this environment.
But in the pit, since you guys got to the pit, is ironically 4 humans and a Leonin.
I'm sorry, what type of reverse Crash Bandicoot ass bullshit is happening in this pit?
The Leonin has a axe, and humans have swords.
I'm going to assume that in this celebration, the Leonin is establishing their strength to the tribe by taking on an entertainment conquest against 4 humans.
I'm not there.
You are safe to assume that.
Yep, and I'm going to keep watching so that my assumptions are correct.
Alright, as you keep watching, you see this very large Leonin just cut down one right after the other human as they try to struggle just to fight back. As it gets down to the very last one, the human begs for his life. The Leonin grabs his great axe, points it at the human, and without hesitation just lops off his head. And
Oh, so glad Beryl's not here for those.
the Leonin will look up and just pants, no shirt, just start climbing up to where you both are located. Stands at a whopping 7'7", so he's looking down at Talbot.
Looking up at me. Just slow clapping.
Ah. Hey Talbot. And you must be Bousta.
Well, this is awkward. I thought I was going to have a little fun moment, but you know my name and now it's awkward.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Leander.
Oh, shit. Hi.
Oh.
Thought we were going to meet later, but hey, here we are.
It is later.
Greetings.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, let me watch up, gather your party, and we can talk.
All right, we'll do.
You'll walk away.
I look at Talbot. What the fuck just happened?
Frankly, the quicker we have this conversation and we can leave, the better it will be for us.
And you hear over your Irene, you only leave when I say you can leave. You're not the only one with an Irene here.
I'm sorry, I don't remember adding you to our group chat.
Don't have to. Eugene gave me a back door.
Sounds like something Eugene would do.
Okay, well, I have clothes being made, so I'll be there in about... How long's it been?
An hour.
It's time to go get your clothes.
I'll be there in about 5 minutes. I gotta go pick up some clothes.
And you hear Leander disconnect.
I run over to Dave and grab the clothes. How much is that gonna run me?
Ah, my friend.
Dave, good to see you. Wait, why does your voice sound different?
Ah, my friend.
There we go. Hey, Dave. Long time no see.
Ah, yes, it's only been an hour.
Yeah. How'd it look?
Looks like a buffalo's ass.
A buffalo's what?
An ass. A buffalo's ass.
Oh, perfect. How much is that gonna run me?
It depends. Do you want it to be a certain color or not? And do you want it clean?
Clean would be preferred.
He grabs a couple of rocks and tosses them on the ground. 7 gold. He only tossed 2 rocks.
I'll hand him 10.
Oh. He doesn't count it or anything, he just puts it in his bag. Perfect. Come back anytime.
Thank you.
Or
Is there like an alley or anything where like it's not like in like the middle of the fucking road? Like I know it's a camp, so it's not like a full like town.
Yeah.
But is there like a behind a tent area where I can change to where it's not like me just stripping down as a fucking 8-foot elephant in the middle of the fucking walkway?
That's fine.
Yeah. I know there's only so much I can hide because like I'm a fucking 8-foot tall elephant man. So there's gonna be only so much I can do. I very carefully fold up my ropes and put it in my bag, and rock the loincloth. Come back out, man. And actually having my tattoo showing for once, I feel a little free, but I'm just like, man, haven't had this in, 60 years?
I feel young again.
I think honestly Bousta does, because I don't think he really has, like, done the whole, like, shirtless look in God knows how long. Like, because he's rocked the ropes for so long, ever since he was like a very integral part of the guild. He really hasn't like done the whole physical presence, shirtless bodyguard look. Like he hasn't really done that in a long time. Yeah. So I think it really does kind of invigorate a little bit of youth into him.
That's fair.
And he goes to meet up with Talbot and Beryl before we meet with Leander.
Alright. Bear will find her materials and everything needed to smith said weapon. And then as you're coming back, you'll run into Bousta changing and everything.
Well, hopefully you did that in the privacy of someone's tent.
I did not do it in the privacy of someone's tent, but I went behind someone's tent, so I wasn't doing it in the middle of a walkway. I tried to respect as much as I can, but also the dude who showed me it literally at first took off his own pants to give to me when I asked for something to be made, so I don't really think it matters as much here, but, you know, working with what you got.
Well, it looks nice, Bousta.
Thank you.
It's a good look for you.
Thank you. It's definitely weird. I've been rocking the ropes for a long time, and I don't know, I felt like a change was needed.
Well, you need to work on that tan anyways, maybe. Yeah.
I look at the different shades that, like, literally like, cut off from my sleeve, my neck. You see, like, how bad the farmer's tan is, like, even for the elephant skin.
A little child comes over here with a spray can and just sprays your body.
I T-pose out and rotate around once he's done with the front.
And walks away.
I toss him a gold piece before he walks away.
You're evenly 10 now.
So I gotta assume I'm like carrying like the metal and stuff that I need for making the dagger. Bousta,
Yeah.
want to come help me intimidate a man who doesn't pay his workers and doesn't give them breaks and expects them to work 12-hour shifts?
You're telling me they're not unionized here?
They're not unionized.
I fucking hate you.
I'm sorry, you pulled the shop store.
I didn't pull a shotgun into anything.
That's what what you missed.
I overheard. That's why I immediately went to the unionized.
Yeah, and he's being a right dick about letting me use his equipment. He's gonna make me make him a weapon first, and then I have to give it to him.
I start stretching out a little bit as we're walking up.
Completely ignore Talbot.
Oh, hey Talbot, we'll be right back. We gotta go intimidate a man who isn't paying his workers right.
You are literally trying to. This is not our place.
We're trying to unionize over here.
I don't want them. Look. Every person out there deserves to make a living wage.
How's it going, people?
I understand, however, this is not our place. This is not our
I
objective.
did told you I had a weird shift, so.
You thought I would remember?
I know, it's weird
Yeah.
seeing you at 7:30.
I promise not to start anything I can't finish, Calvin.
Honey, continue doing your thing.
I'm just gonna go make a
Did I?
dagger. It's all I'm gonna make a dagger.
Did I happen to see the direction of where Leander was heading?
To a more secure location.
Yeah, just like a general direction of like where they were
Yeah,
heading.
it'll be on the opposite side of the pits. Or the pit.
Okay. Well, whenever you're done doing whatever it is you're going to do, I will be waiting nearby where I saw Leander heading off to, just in the general direction. So, guess meet back when you're done, and I will walk towards that general direction just so I can kind of be in that space.
Alright.
I'll try and be quick and not ruffle too many feathers.
So you guys will show up and... you brought back my materials.
I did. I brought enough materials to make one dagger.
Alright, how about it?
All right. That is my proficiency.
How long does it take to make a dagger?
You tell me.
What is that crafting? Yeah.
You tell us, Dungeon Master.
Are you throwing things?
No, it just hurt.
Whenever you figure out how long it makes, I'm 22.
Alright, so let's go to the lovely table of contents. So it should probably be under skills.
I don't think this is very accurate.
What?
I found a D&D lore wiki, but this feels very inaccurate. This does not feel to like what like a blacksmith would be able to make, like if they're just focusing on this one item.
Alright, what is it?
Well, in like, so for depending on the quality of it, for a dagger, it takes 3 days to craft a poor dagger, 5 days to craft an average hammer, 10 days to craft a fine dagger, and 20 days to craft an exceptional hammer, which is the material cost would be 2 silver. But like that doesn't, the crafting time doesn't feel right for that. Like 20 days for 2 silver pieces worth of a dagger, like that doesn't.
Ooh, crafting right here.
Awesome.
You can craft a non-magical item including inventory equipment and work of art. You must be proficient with tools related to the object you are trying to create.
What else, nothing?
Typically artisan tools. You might also need access to special materials and location necessary to create it. For example, blah, blah, okay, for every day of downtime you spend crafting, you can craft one more item with a total market worth not exceeding 5 gold pieces, sorry. And you must expend raw materials worth half the total market worth. If something you want to craft has a market worth greater than 5 gold pieces, you must proceed every day in 5 gold pieces increments until you reach the market worth of the item. Multiple characters can combine. Blah, blah, blah. While crafting, you can maintain a modest lifestyle without having to pay 1 gold piece per day, or a comfortable lifestyle with paying half the amount. So it would pretty much take a day.
The short version is that if they have proficiency in the right tools and materials are readily available, they make progress at a rate of 5 gold pieces per day for every day that they work a full 8 hours.
Yeah.
It would take me 8 hours to make a dagger.
Well, so even less though, because it's 5 gold pieces per day for a full 8 hours, which.
A dagger is less than 5 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So I mean, it's say
Maybe I'd say, if it's. Let's.
basic daggers are what, 2 gold. Just your basic, like, starting equipment.
It would take about an hour and a half. If we're going 5 gold per 8 hours, if it's 2 gold for a dagger, it's about an hour. About hour.
I want to switch the load.
About-
Switch it.
About an hour 15, hour 30
It's
for,
only
for
towels.
a dagger.
Hour and a half.
Hour 15, hour and a half.
All right. So are you guys gonna wait that long?
I mean, can we also retcon it and say that, like, oh no, because she was gathering materials while that hour was passing. Never mind.
And are you wanting to just make a standard dagger?
I'm just making a standard dagger. He didn't ask for anything fancy. He just wants to make sure it's passable and ain't gonna fall apart in his person's hand.
That's fair. All right. So are you guys wanting to spend an hour and a half?
I do. I gotta make the ring regardless. So if this is the only way I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it.
All right. So you guys will an hour and a half go by. You'll take a look at the dagger.
I did roll a 22. It's a very nicely made dagger.
Alright, looks like you can make it. Alright, well, as you work for us, you can spend some of the time equivalent to an hour to forge.
Alrighty. Sounds good. So, when I was making that dagger, was he watching me make that dagger?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is he watching me now?
Yes,
He's gonna watch me for the full 8 hours?
pretty much.
But I can use an hour of that to make the ring.
Hmm?
I'm gonna turn around and ask him this. By the way, not that I'm asking this for myself or anything, but like, how much do you usually pay your workers for a full day?
None of your
12.
business.
I was thinking that I might be able to help you hire on some extra people.
Well, good.
You're making weapons for a war effort, and you're good. You don't need any extra help making weapons.
If I needed any extra help making weapons, I wouldn't have you done this mundane task.
But you took my weapon, so you need the extra.
Of course, it's just like you get this free weapon, I didn't have to pay for it.
Are there any other people working in the forge next to me?
A couple.
Can I ask one of them? Hey, you. How much are you getting paid for this? Like, if I wanted to take your spot for the day, how much money would I have to give you?
Looks up at the you and then the guy.
Seriously? You ain't got better things to do today? Well, I just want to take your spot for the day.
Persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion.
Kind of good at that.
16.
There you go.
I also rolled a 16.
Alright, well, what's your charisma?
12.
I got a +4.
You rolled a 20?
Yeah.
So 20 total?
No.
12,
Well-
12 plus 4, so 16.
12 +1.
So, yes, the agreement was to work in the force, not to bother my employees.
I just want to know how much you make.
It doesn't concern you. Use the forge, get done with your business, and then leave us alone.
Use the forge, get done with my business. Alright. I'm gonna fashion the ring. I can do all of my jewelry smithing and designing later. I just want to make the base for the stone, and I want to make the band, and I want to make the bevel to go around it to hold the stone in place. But I want to make the bevel bigger than the carnelian stone that we put the soul and the demon into, because I'm going to place another stone on top of it, so I need it to be deeper.
Okay.
So
So you spend time doing that?
yeah, spend an hour doing that. Hour or so.
No problem.
Alright, once I get done with that, I'm gonna pack up my stuff and I'm gonna walk out because he said do my business and leave.
Fine. He just looks at you as well.
Right.
I do owe you a full day's labor. I'm gonna do it. Just not like right now. I got a meeting with Leander. You know.
At this point, I'd rather you just fucking leave.
All right. Well, if you don't want to get, I don't have to give you the full day's labor. It's very nice of you to allow me to use your forge for the price of one dagger. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
You done?
Well, yeah.
Okay, you can leave.
All right, have a great day.
Alright, bye.
There's some weird undertones of hostility here.
Don't worry about Bousta. Thank you for coming
Okay.
with me. I really appreciated your support.
You're welcome.
Just wanted to talk. Just wanted to talk. No, I don't like hugs.
No, I wasn't saying for a hug. I was saying take your best shot, big man.
So as we start
You'll
heading
take that
out,
shot, and it'll be your last.
as we
So
start
if you're
heading
gonna
out, I'm
do
just
it-
gonna get on the outer ring and I'm gonna go with Talbot, sweetie. I finished up with the metalsmith and on the ring. So if we need to meet with Leander now, we can. I can finish the rest of it later.
That was the most awkward hour of my life. Please let me have this meeting with Leander. I'm so tired of standing around looking menacing.
So it's where Leander went out to was generally on the opposite side of the pit. Just kind of here, looking around, waiting. So
All right. Well, when we get closer, just wave your arms a little around.
You'll get closer, you'll find Talbot.
I walk up right behind her. Wait, looking around for what? Okay. Alright.
well,
Alrighty.
well, it's not hard to miss me. I'm the only blue person here. So
And so it's not hard to miss me. I'm the only 8-foot tall elephant man here.
Are you the
Here.
only blue person here? Because I feel like I've seen pictures of the little grungs. Don't they have different colors?
Grungs, yeah. It's a lot of times they're like blue or green. So
And then you hear a familiar voice goes, "Yep, you got an easy spot." And meet the captains. You guys ready?
Yeah, for sure.
as ready as you'll ever be.
Keep in mind, we will be also meeting with the other chieftains of the tribe, so be on your best behavior, you three.
I don't know why you're singling us out. I always give everyone the respect that they give to me.
Alright.
I 100% absolutely understand why you're telling me this, and I will try my best to be on my best behavior. I will not guarantee anything, but I will actively try to be respectful.
These are very prideful people, so don't try to undermine them in their ways. Leander also has to deal with the politics of tribe.
I've heard lots of good things about Leander. I'm sure we'll fill in just fine.
I will actively attempt to be respectful.
Well, it's your heads, not mine.
Talbot has not said a single word during this transaction, as the other two are saying all the things. So,
I did not promise
So
shit. I said I will
so I
actively
don't-
attempt. I didn't promise
So-
fuck all.
so I have no reason to say anything. I just kind of give a nod as acknowledgement.
You've acknowledged the words that have come out of his mouth.
I'm super
I've
excited to
acknowledged,
meet Leander.
I've acknowledged the request that we be on our best behavior.
Alright, follow me. As you guys follow him, you get to more of like a military style district, and then towards the end you see this giant tent with smoke coming out of the top. It has a little opening for it.
Is it like chimney continuous, or is it like puff, like is it as if they're like hot boxing this fucking place?
It's continuous, so
Okay.
there's
It's like a fire kind of filling out. Okay.
The entire walk, Beryl's keeping up a steady stream of chatter about all the things that Cora's told her about Leander and how excited she is to meet Leander because Leander sounded like such a nice person.
I don't know if I want to break your bubble now.
Bousta not saying anything about how I watched him literally cut off some dude's head.
With no hesitation.
Bousta actively not saying a single fucking thing.
You get to the entrance of it, two guard will open up, and you enter in this lovely, kind of a little bit barbaric or Viking-like town with a nice little, not your typical fire pit, but like a long stone pit. That
I
does
feel like this would have been a
fire.
really good opportunity for me to multi-class into barbarian after this encounter.
Honestly. You do see at several tables, ranging from different Leonin to some tabaxi, and then one owl. Leander at the very top, a couple feet up, with a table and some of what looks like his either personal family or guards or trusted advisors, and then a small table for you three in the very beginning of it. So go you, that little walkway with the fire and everything, sides with generals and tribesmen, and then Leander. And they'll sit you to your seats and pull up your chairs and have you sit.
It was so very nice of them to think about my size when they booked us our little table. Oh,
They didn't.
no, I'm sorry. Is there like a bigger chair that we can get for my friend? Like he's not gonna be able to sit at this little. No, this is not.
I'll stand. It's fine. Because I look at the chair and I like try and sit down and my ass doesn't fit like between the armrests. So I just oh.
You don't break the chair.
It's a tough squeeze. I'm like, nope, it's fine. I'll just screwed up a little bit. I feel it creak a little bit, but no breaks.
The person that pulled the chair out for us to sit in, I look at them and go, "Thank you," and then I will take a seat.
You hear chatter, and it seems like they're serving you food and everything. No one has addressed you guys yet. They just sat you down and continue eating. Leander is clean and in a little very nice gown and everything.
Well, now I feel like I chose the wrong time to change. maybe the robe would have done me better before this.
That's nonsense. You look just fine.
Thank you.
And then, about 15 minutes go by, you'll see him pluck a little gem out and then toss it in the middle of the fire and it just sit there and glows. And from it you can hear his voice. Welcome.
His voice? Like
okay,
Leander's
now that's
voice?
fucking cool.
And you hear, and everyone else can hear you as well.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for having us here.
My pleasure.
It's very nice to finally get to meet you. Heard a lot about you, Leander.
And I assume you are Beryl.
I am. Did Core write to you about me?
No.
Oh. Well, she has told me the world about you. I'm just so excited to finally make your acquaintance.
Yes, Bousta?
I have nothing to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay silent. I was told to be on my best behavior and I do not want to interrupt anything, so feel free to continue.
Well, as you know, my name is Leander, and I am the leader of these tribesmen. I have gathered all today to discuss on what is going to happen to our lands, whether we take them back or we decide to abandon them and join Eugene. The question is, why should we join Eugene? Because the last party he gathered ended up pretty much hating each other, backstabbing and betraying, and not working together. What separates you guys from the last group?
It just kind of like, as an aside to Talbot, I'm like, are we here to defend Eugene?
I don't respond to Beryl. But I give a look going, it's okay, it's okay. I can understand where you come from. You were originally part of the group with Maya, correct?
I was.
And you had left at the same time as Maya. I remember seeing you at the trial.
You mean the execution?
Yes, the execution.
From my knowledge, there was one more of you. What happened to the bird?
KT is currently looking after your shaman.
Not that bird.
There was a Kenku previous to KT.
Oh, then I got no idea.
Oh yes,
I was that
that one is no longer with us. Their goals were not aligned with the interests of dismantling the cultists and the followers of Cthulhu and Tiamat.
What a shame.
So I can understand where you come from. Previous group had grown in distaste for one another, hatred, possibly, and not working as a team. I can understand where you come from. However, the things that set us apart from the previous group is the fact that we do work together. We use our strengths to our advantages. We take the best parts of what we can do for the betterment of the team. Beryl, being the cleric, takes on a lot of the roles of making sure that we don't die and making sure that we never fall to the brink of unconsciousness or death. I myself am a practiced arcanist and allow for my specialities to help weaken the battlefields that most threaten us, especially when there are multiple enemies that come. And also the various knowledges that I possess, sharing the information so that we can spitball and find what our next plan might be, whatever situation may arise. Bousta, with his fierce combat and militant strategies, we lean on that in order to learn truly what it is to be in the front, to be brave, and to not show your weakness when hope appears to be lost. We have taken some of these attributes and applied them to our own lives, and applied it as a group. Which is why, so far, we have worked to the best of our abilities to work as a team. Because we all share one common goal. We wish to stop the evils that prevail in front of us. We are all clear on that objective, and we will not stop until that objective is complete.
So if I gave you an objective, you would do it?
Yes.
Okay. Go kill Smiling-Thereus.
Excuse me, what?
Kill Smiling-Thereus. And you'll have my full forces.
Is no, it's okay to ask questions. May we continue to ask questions regarding this objective?
By all means.
For what purpose?
They sacrificed a town. A whole town of innocent people. I would suggest one more, but I do not have the location of the last one. That one I would like to kill with my own hands.
How did May I kill it? Destroy an entire town?
He did nothing to stop it. Sometimes he antagonized it.
Well, hold up now. That whole village didn't do anything to save the village. I mean, we can't go around killing all the survivors.
Those are the only ones who fled.
So
Well, we fled.
they're guilty for saving their own necks?
Well, they're guilty for sacrificing a town to save their own necks.
If they'd have stayed, they would have died.
Might have been for the best, but it didn't. It didn't happen that way.
There's no guarantee that them staying would have saved that town.
Well,
If anything, it just would have been 2 more dead people.
2 more dead people it is then. The question is, if you want to stop evil, and you want my forces, will you kill them or not? I'm not up for debating. This is what I want.
How about let's not debate? I'm sorry if I get disrespectful here. I am not as good with words as Beryl and Talbot may be, so please mind my manners in this situation. I've not been taught the etiquette. But in the end of the day, Cthulhu and Tiamat's forces are on our doorstep, and we can either unite, take them down, and deal with this infighting later, or you can waste time having us go kill 2 people to settle a personal debate and then try and save the entire fucking world so that you can get off before helping us.
How do you expect me to fight with people I don't trust?
I never told you to ask to fight with them. I'm asking you to fight with us.
And as of right now, I don't want to fight with you.
Oh.
Why not?
I have no reason to.
Alright, well, I don't want to fight with someone who kills people just because he can't trust other people. I will not kill my friends just because you don't like them.
Not that I don't like them, they're not good people.
With all due respect, we don't have the time to debate who's good, who's not. We really don't. We are gathering a force to quite literally save the entire universe. If you want to sit there and complain about who's good, who's not, that you don't like these 2 people because shit happened in the past, I don't blame you. Everyone has personal grudges. I've got some shit in my past I've got to deal with. But at the end of the day, if I've got to save the universe, I'm going to put that aside for 5 minutes in order to take down 2 very powerful people that we need all the help we can get in order to take down. Because either you're going to do it by yourself and get decimated, or you can stand by an entire team of people who are also willing to help you. And once that is done, then you can settle your personal dispute. You can take care of May, take care of Iris, whoever the other one is when you track them down. Whatever the case may be, I don't know what you've got going on. But at the end of the day, we need to build an army. And if you either want to stand by yourselves and die that way, or you want to stand with us and we all have a chance, whatever your personal dispute is, I suggest you put it aside. If you don't want to, that's your decision. But you can die with that decision and that regret. I plan to live regret-free. Once this whole thing with Cthulhu and Tiamat is done, I've got my own shit I've got to handle. And I understand you've got your shit you want to handle, but now's not the time for you to play favorites, to settle your dispute before helping out. I don't mind helping you, but this has to be settled first. You may not like them, but they are powerful allies.
Iris isn't even a sin anymore. How powerful can she be?
Still powerful in recruiting people. She's still charismatic and can convince other people.
Yes.
How powerful can any of us be without a sin? You don't have a sin. How powerful are you?
Powerful enough to gain the land and
All
men
right.
and unite tribes.
So, that means that Iris can be just as powerful as that. I've seen her magic. She's very powerful.
I've seen her magic too, and it cost a town.
Small town. Yes, I've heard that before. Who's your information from? As far as... I've been gone. As far as we know, did May and Iris ever travel together after the trial? Was there ever a point where they traveled together that we know of?
Not from what you guys know, but
Okay, so I've never heard of this town that they supposedly sacrificed, and I would have no knowledge of them actually doing that.
he whips his hand and it will play the events of Season's Greeting.
Season's greeting. Oh, okay. But they weren't together in Season's greeting. They didn't do that together.
Weren't they the ones that ran off together?
They technically weren't. Oh wait, Season's Greetings, the Halloween special.
Correct, the Halloween special.
Yeah, technically because that was Cthulhu's other realm.
Which got sacrificed to them. Because the more fighting the group did, the more bad stuff happened, and ending up thanks to Iris' thorough and actions of the group.
Eli.
That's why I said actions of the group.
Same way.
Well, from what I saw, Maya was actually trying to help. A along with you.
Will face
So,
my punishment,
so he's supposed to be punished for attempting to help, just like you.
and I will be punished accordingly for failing
And you will be punished.
by the tribe.
Before or after the war?
Whatever the tribe decides
Or when's the tribe get to vote?
after this conversation.
So wait, we have to agree to go kill our friends before the vote, but they get to wait to vote on you till after?
Because right now I still have power in the tribe, over the tribe. Once this conversation ends, the tribe dictates whether it's by combat or a vote, new leader. That was the agreement to get you three here. Or your group here. To have Eugene speak and convince him as well. That's why you were able to gain 500 troops right off the bat. Convincing these tribes to get here peacefully wasn't easy.
Well, no, especially when their leader's bloodthirsty for people's blood.
All tribes are out here.
Yeah,
It's
so
the way of the land out here.
Then why don't we focus that bloodthirstiness towards a common enemy compared to each other?
Because it's not the land.
If we don't stop this war, there will be no land to defend. There will be no land to claim. We can focus on claiming your own land and bloodthirstiness after this war is taken care of. I don't care who wants what land. If we don't stop this threat now, there's no land to grab. There's no land to defend.
No, but these people won't fight for free. So what can you offer them?
The land that they're trying to fight for.
Which will be taken over once we're gone.
And it's,
You fight this-
and it's going to be decimated if we don't do anything about it.
So you want them to be homeless.
I want them to live.
I do too, but without someone to defend these lands, we have no place to come home to. Even if we win, we don't have a place.
Then let's carve a place.
Do you have the time to help me retake all
When
these
this
lands?
war is done, I will offer any time that's needed. But we need support for this war, and we need enough people for us to survive. Because if we don't, everyone dies, no matter the cost. No matter what we want to do, if we don't have enough support, everyone is dead, everyone dies, and that's the bottom line. I don't care what happens after this war. I will do whatever it takes to help anybody rebuild whatever land, whatever area, whatever kingdom they want. I don't give a damn. I don't care political bullshit, infighting. I don't care what personal grudges we have. We need to take care of this war or everybody loses.
Agreed. But these tribes won't march without a home to come back to.
Then we build a home for them to come back to.
Where? Every single one of these tribes haven't left these lands. The history, the blood, the sweat, the tears, is all in these lands.
Exactly. So why not fight to protect it?
And they come home to nothing because it'd be taken over by the other kingdoms.
If we don't fight, there's nothing to come home to. It gets destroyed.
And if we fight and lose all of our men, it was worth what?
It was worth the thought that you at least tried to fight for that land. If you don't fight for it, either the kingdom gets taken over and you are able to fight to take it back, which I will help with.
Which is one man. Do you have another army hidden somewhere? Is every one of your other allies going to assist in this?
I
One
can-
man
Well,
can't do it.
Currently, we have at minimum 900 men contracted to assist with this, and also we are gathering other leaders to meet in the Four Palm Sea, where we gather who will be able to provide more, who will get the share of whatever revenue is to be had. This is the initial meeting, of course.
So is it men you
But-
want now, or is it agreement to go to this meeting you want?
I would say an agreement, just to come to the meeting.
With that, you can come up with a solution. who will come up to this meeting. Well, I will come up to this meeting.
I look at the rest of the leaders. If you don't believe that one man can assist you, let's just say that you can do it by yourself as well. We all need to work together on this. And I know you all have your own goals, your own priorities, your own people you have to look after. But if you don't unite in this instance, whether it be under Leander, alongside us, whatever the case may be, you can have your infighting, you can have your clan wars again whenever you guys wish to, but now is not the time for it. There is a war that is bigger than any of us here. And not one man can solve this war. But all of us together can fight to keep your land back. Once we have secured the land again, we can worry about borders, clan areas, that kind of stuff. But we can't do that unless we all unite.
Especially since at the very beginning of this conversation, there was talk of teamwork. And we're attempting to work as a team for one common goal.
No one ever said it was perfect. We all have our differences, we all have our infighting, but we're willing to put it aside to fight towards a common enemy, to fight towards a common goal of clearing these lands of these evils that will destroy everything in its path. And if you can't see past that, if you can't work past your own infighting, then we don't need your men. But if
we're past our own infighting,
so then you understand how to work as a team, just as we've understood it as well. And unfortunately we've had to learn from those who came before us, but we're willing to put their mistakes aside in order for the greater good for everybody in these lands.
which is good on your part. We will discuss, and at least you have my word that I will show up to this meeting. You already have the 500 men, but you must come up with a solution about where we or you, whoever is going to defend these lands while we're all fighting. We're not going to leave our home abandoned.
Maybe
In terms of these lands, just as an out of character question, are they just referring to the area that they've just been roaming in, or is there an actual that?
I can pull them out again if you want.
Is
The
it
plains area.
just literally just the plains area? There's not a specific location. It is quite literally just the plains area that they just continue to roam.
Yeah, the whole place area.
Jesus fucking Christ!
That they've been pushed back all the way to this point.
Mm-hmm.
okay, say you cannot supply all of these men, which is understandable because you do need a place to protect. But what about some?
That sum
You
is the
you-
500. All 500 are from my tribe. You have every last bit of manpower and women.
What are the kingdoms that have been pushing up against your lands?
I slowly die. Map. The whole new world is what I labeled it as.
I fucking hate you.
That's fair.
You're obnoxious.
The Geldusk.
You're fucking obnoxious.
Just to show
Here.
you guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
So when Leander's talking about his lands, it's everything from
Yeah.
here
It's the
up.
entire plains area.
Galdas, if we were to, let's see, draw, if it gets there. Oh. We'll choose red.
Good.
So Galdusk pretty much owns that. So you actually went through their lands.
Yeah. So
Gel.
Galdus is the one that's been pushing them back. So the green area past the red line in between the pink and the white, that's where the Leonins are now. That's all they have available left of the plains that they once had, which was all that area in the red.
That is pretty much that territory.
Yeah. But they used to go all the way down to that human encampment, right?
Yep, all the way
Which is why they
until
were
Galdas
human.
was built and then betrayed them. And then the Telltale Ann has its territory, and this one has its territory.
So Telton and Telnus Ann are not trying to push the Leonins out. It is only Galdusk that has been trying to push the Leonins out.
Correct.
How long of a ride is it from where we are to Galdusk?
Straight shot or breaks?
Breaks, because regular travel.
We can have.
And how much roughly time do we have until the meeting?
Technically, that is not a set point. I would just try to do it in a moderate time.
Okay.
Eugene just gave you the card to at least, if you can't convince the people to give you the men in there, try to at least convince them to go to the meeting, which would be a larger scale of what we're doing now. Which would mean I need flashcards to hold up on who's talking.
We could run over there, assassinate their king, totally decimate their structure, and then go.
As much as like a cutthroat situation as I would like to pull here, what do we have in regards to NPCs/DMPCs/PCs that aren't present, like Sanguine Core or something like that could go to Geldusk in order to assign some sort of peace treaty to where Geldusk isn't pushing the Leonins back, while also we offer them protection from the war.
NPC wise,
Do we have anybody that's available right now? Because I know a lot of NPCs and DMPCs have either already off recruiting in the Vermuthaven that, or Badronis, that southern area.
so I know right now the no places that you guys will not get help from
Is the On High Mountains, yeah.
on high mountains. Obviously Geldusk.
But we absolutely won't get stuff from them.
Well, just for right now, because no one has. I'm just eliminating.
Because we've already been told that don't even bother with the On High Mountains, that we're not going to get support from them.
Has not heard word from these two.
Because Dante's working with the other NPCs that we talked to in regards to the southern areas, correct?
Correct.
with Metal, and then there was also Violet.
Metal and Violet, they went to Eugene already, so it was just Trogdor and Dante. Because they were going, because you told Metal to hide. So
I did
So
tell
yeah,
them to
yeah.
hide.
So Metal and Violet are with Eugene, or assuming heading to Eugene. So that would leave only Dante and Trogdor to go recruit.
Who are already recruiting in the southern areas, so we can't rely on them to head up to Geldusk.
But
Technically, you also have Maya and Tirano. Technically, they're currently not recruiting. Technically, they're not. So there is a possibility that they may be able to do that as well.
and to clarify the southern areas, I'm talking about these southern areas.
Do we have any humans that are in
Yeah.
our area that could attempt to negotiate a peace treaty in Geldusk?
No.
Okay.
Well, anyone non-Leonin might have a chance.
Well,
Maybe not you, because you're being of an animal race.
And you guys have not had any contact with
Korean desert.
desert.
Yeah.
At least you'll get support from the Four Palm Seas. Not the Four Palm Seas, the
Area just
Tiefling area. And whatever else was brought up.
In Tallus.
Antolus, Greenus. But the only issue with Greenus is since I'm looking up to have all these maps. So I know the people at home can't actually see this, but
Yeah, neither can I.
it's fine.
Is it? It's weird to see Grunus that high up comparatively to the other map where it's kind of low, like more in the southeast corner.
So you
Or
definitely have
southwest
Greenus, which is a 900 men. You have the meeting requirements for the orcs who took refuge in here.
Yeah.
Then you also have, hopefully,
Dante and Violet
has secured
Violet and
this meeting spots from the No Stars, which is Sanguine's religious organization.
yeah.
So you at least have 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6.
Speaking of Sanguine, what is Sanguine doing right now?
No one knows.
Because he came and assisted with the ritual.
He left with
With
Ragnar after Iris's father's event.
But he came back with Thereus. Court
He
and
came back
Sanguine
with Cor.
both came in order to assist Thereus upon Eugene's behest. Do we have any way of contacting them since when they have left?
No, unfortunately. And you know, you guys' next stop is going to be
Taltanan. Or Talnisan.
yeah, which is where Core is located. Or Core's family.
Yeah.
We also have to keep in mind that we also need to go deal with Amethyst in order to get the support of King Thurgrim Gruftekirk.
Oh yeah,
That was part of the deal that Amethyst stole a dwarf, an artifact, and we have to go and retrieve it and bring it back. Otherwise, we lose support from them.
That's how you got him to the meeting. So he agreed to go to the meeting under that requirement.
Yeah.
Which Leander agreed to go to this meeting under no requirement, really.
Do we have time to go to Geldusk and back?
If that's what you guys wanted.
Yeah, if we used Windwalk, how quick would we be able to get there?
When it walks 800 feet.
It's 800 feet per 6
Wait, didn't you
seconds for 8 hours.
set up?
No, I gave you planar ally.
Okay. I didn't know. I forgot which one.
Yeah, Planar Ally is the one where you basically summon a...
I gave you planar ally because
An-
it was
an
too
ally
freaking
of-
complicated. I was like, this is a very powerful spell, but I have it.
It's a very powerful spell, but there's so many like subtext to it too.
Yeah, no, I believe any summoning's gift.
Hey,
My life cleric, we summon
Peter.
him.
I do have a question.
Well, he
One of the spells I had is teleportation circle.
he
Ooh.
Is there a known teleportation circle sigil that would get us there?
Unfortunately, it is unclear. Since you've never been to this region, nor did you really need to know the history of it. You could?
Because unfortunately, teleportation's circle, or at least how the spell reads, is that I have to know the teleportation circle in order to actually teleport there.
Yeah, so you will not know the circle.
So okay. Sorry, I was looking at my spells and I was like,
That's good.
Okay,
you know,
hold on, there's
worth asking the question.
Yeah.
16,
Give me 1 second.
6.
Just lower that AC. You forget how to walk because you've been sitting for a while. Oh no, the AC's lowered, okay. Okay. The question was brought up. Can we ask Eugene? And the answer was yes. Is that something you guys want to do? Alright, since Dom said from the bathroom that's something he wants to do, we're going to take a quick break from here. We're going to come back at 8:35. So we'll do a 10-minute or 11-minute break, and then we'll just get through this roleplay. For everyone who are joining us, please hang around. We're going to switch to an intermission. For those who are watching on YouTube, please check back part 2 and see what the decision is of the group, whether they go to Telltale Ann or Gale Dusk. Ooh. As always, I'm your friendly neighborhood, and Master Peter. Don't forget to like and subscribe on Travis's channel, Travis the Young Man. Until next time.